have train people, you have airplane people, military thing. Buses are unique. Once you're into a bus, you're into a bus. So right now, I have a total of 22, and we start as early as 1924 and as late as 1999. That is the whole fleet we have. We try to have a sample of everything. I mean, here you've got transits and school buses, and you've got long haul buses, and you've got just all the different types that they had. So somebody can't come in and say, well, I didn't see a bus I liked. Well, you weren't looking hard enough. I don't like Disneyland. The kids get here and they can't wait. You know, they cannot wait to run in and start looking at the buses and getting inside and sitting down and feeling what it feels like. Not too many sad folks ever come over to my place. It's always a happy experience for them. So the museum was started by a bunch of guys in
1989.
They had a bunch of buses, and it was more of a bus club. And in 91, they decided to incorporate and become an actual nonprofit museum. We do repairs here, we do wash them, we do take care of them, and we do shows here, and do displays and different things. I have a big corporate job that I've had for 27 years. When I come here, I get to turn it off for a little while and allow me to work with my hands and learn from the buses. Each one that we get's different. They're all built differently by the manufacturers, and so we learn about each bus as we go, and that's the challenge. We are the only museum on the West Coast right now. We have the largest inventory of buses available to the public, and the only place that really does display them the way we do. Most of the people that come visit us here at the museum go, I remember this bus. I remember my grandparents talking about this bus. And one guy came and said, I drove that bus. That was what I did. And he was just like really overwhelmed by the fact that it's still here. He remembers it, the way it looks. You have to sit down inside of it. We allow you to enter. We allow you to sit. We allow you to experience the actual being in the bus as opposed to looking at it over a rope. We don't do that. You come in, these are all running, driving vehicles. Every one of my buses are driving, registered, licensed vehicles we can drive on the street. The Sea Cruiser bus was built as a long-haul traveler. There were only 1,001 ever built. This bus was basically just a shell of the bus. Everything in this bus was restored back to the original as best we can. When I was a kid, I used to ride this bus to Grandma's in Sacramento. On the second floor, there's a set of windows that look forward. So you could actually sit up there and look out. If you're going sightseeing, you could see everything. The shapes, colors, the markings, the legacies, the deliveries, all the different things on the buses were specific to that time, and we've kept them that way. So what we have here is our 1924 Fagile Safety Coach. It is the oldest bus in my museum. There's a lot of uniqueness about this bus. It's also from the Bay Area. What's unique about these buses back then is this is a wood bus. Back in the day, wasn't a lot of metal with what was going on in 1924, so this is wood, masonite, and a cloth roof, and that's just the way they did it back then. We're open first and third Saturdays of every month to the general public, 10 o'clock to around 2, and we invite the public to come in, and if you have somebody that knows what they're looking for and they maybe were a driver at one time, we'll let them take a look by themselves. If we want somebody that wants an actual tour to the years and how many people have owned the buses, I have people for both sides of that. We've been averaging around 50 or 60 visitors. And the nice thing about it is it's family friendly. I mean, you can bring your senior citizens out, you can bring your little kids out, and we kind of cater to that. I try to keep things here safe for them so they can be able to just take the family of 3 or 4 and go have a seat and kind of experience the whole thing. I love people that come in and say, I've never been here before, I didn't know you existed, I've lived in Fremont forever, and I love this place. And they come back. And so I try to keep things fresh, keep new buses out, replace fleet, do some swaps. So when you come out, it's different buses with a history. We're open first and third Saturdays of every month to the general public, 10 o'clock to around 2, and we invite the public to come in, and the only place that really does display them the way we do.